Hello, everybody. We're back and we're moving on to NFL.
Watch the two first parts before this one.
Yeah, obviously. We already went over the big games, Frank Gore being hurt, but, a few other stories this week. Andre Johnson and Cortland Finnegan got in a fist fight this week and were ejected. Thoughts on this one? I mean, did you...
I think my favorite part about this fight was seeing the referee throw the yellow flag. I don't even think that it was even needed. You see Andre Johnson punching Cortland Finnegan, and then the ref just tosses it.
All right, let's do it.
Just eject him right then. That guy. But
I mean, they're offsetting penalties anyways. Yeah. What's the point?
No, I think Cortland Finnegan did a great job. They were down 20-0. But listen, when Jeff Fisher gives him an assignment to cover Andre Johnson, his whole job is to stop Andre Johnson. And what he did was he got Andre Johnson ejected. That's awesome. Get him ejected. Get him out of the game. Get Cortland Finnegan out of the game. Who cares? You stopped Andre Johnson. I thought it was a great move by Cortland Finnegan.
Disagree.
But it was in the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
that's why I'm going to disagree. He should have done this in the first quarter.
No, I know.
No, you know what he should have done? First quarter, grabbed his face mask, threw him on the ground, and then punched him in the back of the head.
Cortland Finnegan, a national poll went out at the beginning of the season that he was the 7th ranked dirtiest player in the NFL. He said he wants to be the number 1.
I don't know. You know what? Harrison.
Yeah, dirty.
Well, Harrison's on the league, but
dirty Harry or not, he got his ass handed right to him.
Yeah,
you know what my favorite part? Bam! You know what my favorite part about this whole thing is that Andre Johnson got the game ball.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
For getting into a fight, he got the game ball. I mean, if I was playing football, I'd get the game ball every week. Then.
The Texans were all big. The Texans are done though. They had a bad game against Philly.
Yeah.
Too bad.
All right, moving on.
Funny. I think that's our funny story of the week.
Well, the next one's pretty funny.
Yeah,
also,
yeah.
What do you guys think about Derek Anderson? Just going off against the media, just going on a rant, a tirade, whatever you want to call it. I can take this.
F this, I'm out of here.
I go.
I think players should do this a little more, honestly. I mean, no, I'm actually being serious because the media doesn't know when to stop.
Yeah, no, that was ridiculous. That guy was rude.
I mean, he was clearly showing that he wanted to stop, and the guy just kept going. I'm surprised he didn't go off on him more than he did.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I give him a lot of credit for holding his composure.
No, listen. I think the camera just caught him at a bad time. Arizona's had a tough year, especially after making the last playoffs the last couple of years. We've already talked about that division. It's a bad division. No team.
I mean, who's he surrounded by?
This would be the first year that a team under 500 record gets it in first place, and they could get to the playoffs. Arizona's having a terrible year. Derek Anderson had a bad problem. I think Deuce Latui, I guess, I just read this that he tries to bring people's spirits up. He's a real nice guy. I think Derek Anderson was just having a bad game. Deuce Latui wanted to try to get his spirits up and maybe get him a laugh. And so the camera was looking at him, talking about Derek Anderson's bad day. Maybe see him smile. You've seen his emotions after the game. He was really pissed at the reporter, and I think he was really caring about that. All that things about saying that he wasn't caring, I think it's just all overblown. I think it's a good move by Derek Anderson.
I mean, who's Derek Anderson really surrounded by?
What do you mean?
Like, who does he have to throw to?
Larry Fitzgerald.
But that's it.
You have Steve Breston.
No, but that's not the thing.
But it's not his fault that he's doing so bad.
The whole team's a bad.
I mean, they're a horrible team. You have Larry Fitzgerald. Yeah, Breston's there, but he's not that great. And he's solid, but he's not great.
I think he's he's fifth in the league for most
he's
average. Yeah.
No, but the thing is,
for average yards a game for the games he does play, I think he's fifth in the league.
But he's not a Bolden.
No, that's true.
So he's without someone to offset Fitzgerald, you can quadruple cover Fitzgerald. And
also, Derek Anderson is not Kurt Warner. Arizona's not the same team as last.
Oh no,
year.
Definitely not.
Losing Carlos Dansby, losing Agua Bolden, and losing Kurt Warner, that's terrible.
I just feel bad for Anderson because I think he's a better quarterback.
No, that guy was rude. I'm sorry.
I'm saying in general, he's in a bad situation.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way he could even look good.
He had good years with the Browns. It's a bad situation. That whole
team's he's one player that I've really been a fan of.
Yeah, he's good.
So.
All right. Well.
No fantasy picks this week.
Fantasy picks this week?
Yeah, we decided to skip the fantasy picks for just this week, but next week, who knows?
Yep. We need to make the show go. We don't have time.
Yeah. You can email us and ask.
We'll do
ask either one of them. Just all right.
Maybe we'll post our picks on Facebook.
In the next segment, we have an NBA pick segment, and we have a fantasy thing in there. So, John.
All right, moving on to NBA. LeBron James, 38 points, 5 rebounds, 8 assists in his return to Cleveland. Thoughts on the fans?
Thoughts
on the fans.
Yeah, I'm just going to say this quickly. LeBron James needed this.
Yeah.
He needed to have this game. But, I mean, all the fans were booing him, and I thought it was great, honestly.
Yeah, obviously.
They finally got to express their feelings for him, and I think it helps the fans. I think it helps him. Cleveland can move on now.
Yeah, I thought the fans were pretty good. The signs were pretty good. LaQuitter, Lion King, Queen James.
Yep.
They were pretty good. They were pretty good signs. I think there was one thing bad in LeBron James' case, throwing the powder in the air. That was one thing really good for the Cleveland fans. So every time they count them up, that really pissed them off. That would have pissed me off as a Cleveland fan. I'm a LeBron James fan still, but if I'm a Cleveland fan, I hate this guy really bad. And LeBron must have been very nervous that game. And I think he showed Cleveland that he is a very good player. Obviously, he really showed them up, and he needed that game. But I really would have liked Cleveland to win that game. And you see Cleveland they have a really bad team. When they have that looked like a 7th grade announcer when the announcer was like, "And now the former Joey Graham." That guy's not LeBron James, and he's taking LeBron James' spot over there. And that I think Mo Williams is the new guy, and that's just not going to work out.
Honestly, I completely forgot Cleveland was even a team. I mean, seriously, without LeBron James, what are they?
They're just bad.
Yeah. But, I mean, the Heat aren't that great either.
The East are very weak down low. They might have a shot, but, Hickson looks like a really good player. Hickson looks pretty good. Bergeron looks good. I still like Mo Williams. It's tough for the fans right now. Cleveland, LeBron was Cleveland, and that's just tough for fans.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I got a question for you guys. Do you think Delonte West attended the game? Or
No,
I'm just kidding.
That was actually on first and 10. No, not first and 10.
he's
First
out.
and 8 today.
Oh yeah, he's out for a long time too.
Yes.
Close to almost season. 3 months to almost season. That's huge.
I don't know if you saw first and 10 today, but Drew Carey brought that up.
No, I didn't
He was
see
on the
first
show.
All right, moving on. Currently, San Antonio is 15-3, best record in the NBA. Are they the best though?
No. They're the same team. They're the same team as they have been for the last 5 years. I just
Except
think
5 years older.
Yeah. I just think they're having a really good season right now. 15-3. Tony Parker's really rejuvenating this season. He had an off season last year. Manu Ginobili with 21 points per game.
Yeah, he's pissed.
Tim Duncan's looking really good.
No more Eva Longoria.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, but they're really getting a good team. George Hill looks
too.
No more Poon.
George Hill looks like a good 6-man.
It's a lot better for the other people around them.
No, George Hill looks like a good 6-man. Juwan Belair looks good. I like the Spurs. They could be a 3rd, 4th seed. I don't see them even the best in the West. I still like the Lakers, Hornets, and Utah better.
See,
In the East, I like the Celtics and I like the Heat still better. In Orlando.
Yeah, I mean, I'd even take Atlanta maybe.
Yeah, maybe Atlanta.
But I mean, I'm not shocked at this at all because they have the talent there. It's just their talent is so old.
Yeah,
they're gonna fall apart. They're not gonna be able to do this all season long. They're going to be tired. They're going to be fatigued. They're going to be worn out.
One thing, San Antonio is not a big market, but they have a really good organization.
Yeah.
With Popovich, they have really good front office there. It's a really good organization. I think Tony Parker and Tim Duncan and Manu Ginobili, one of the best 1-2-3s for the last 10 years or so. They're a really good team, and they're a really good chemistry. So, but they might have these spurts. But you seen last season they were dead. This was like the opposite. They went on one of these runs the second half of the year and then made the playoffs. Yeah, but I think it's going to fade a little.
I think it's good for them to do it now, though.
Yeah.
Because say
rest up.
Say they're like 30-6, 30-7, or whatever.
Okay.
I'm just saying, just double what they have now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Say they can keep this up for another 15 to 20 games.
Yeah.
They can rest all their players as much as they
that'd
want.
Be good.
And come playoff time, they're going to be fully.
And they're a veteran team, so they don't need one of those high seeds that they don't really need home court advantage. No. They're a veteran team. They know They know their team. They just need to get to the playoffs, and maybe they can give the Lakers or the Hornets and Utah a run.
I mean, if they can take a pretty good lead, they can just rest.
I love San Antonio fans too. They're very good fans.
That's the only way they're going to even compete in the playoffs, though, is if they can rest the second half of the year. So.
All right, moving on. Before we get to our viewer question, I want to talk about one team, and that is the Lakers.
Yes.
They went on a 4-game skid. Did they play after that, or have they won one? Or
I think
they're playing tonight. No.
I'm not too sure.
Not
But yeah,
sure, but all I know is they
Lakers going downhill. It's just a little bit spurt. They got an Andrew Bynum back soon. I think that team's going to gel soon. I think Matt Barnes was a good addition. Steve Blake, good.
Do you really think anyone in LA is really worried
No,
at
no,
all? I mean, they're obviously. I mean, even if they make it as the 8th seed, they're still probably going to make it to the championship.
Yeah, with Kobe and Powell, and Phil Jackson too. But listen, I think Lakers fans, don't worry about it. I hate you fans. I hate Lakers. I hate Kobe. But you're going to be either a 1 or 2 seed. So
honestly, if I'm the Heat, I'm more worried than I am the Lakers.
Oh, obviously.
And the Heat have 3 of the best players in the game.
Yeah, no, you should be worried if you're a Heat fan right now. But I think they'll be back too.
I wouldn't even be worried if I'm a Heat fan. I'd be worried about winning a championship but not making the playoffs. They're going to
they're going to make the playoffs.
I mean, both these teams are going to make the playoffs.
The second half of the East is a joke. You might see friggin' New York or Indiana make the playoffs. I think Indiana's like 6th seed right now. That's ridiculous. The team sucks. But
all right, moving on to our viewer question. Blake from Newark, New Jersey asked us, should I trade Tony Parker and Dirk Nowitzki for John Wall and Al Jefferson in my $500 fantasy basketball league? First, are you over 18 or 21? Shouldn't be gambling. No, I'm just kidding.
No, but
do it up.
I would say...
what is it again?
Tony Parker and Dirk Nowitzki for John Wall and Al Jefferson.
Oh.
No,
I do that easily. I like John Wall better than Tony Parker.
Yeah.
I think you're the only thing there I'd lose. Tony Parker and
you
Dirk
lose on
threes. Well, John Wall's better 3-point shooter than Tony Parker.
But Dirk,
yes. That's one thing good about Dirk. I think Dirk to start the season was projected to be the 4 or 5. The reason for that is because of the threes. It's hard to find a power forward like that to shoot threes. I think if you make this deal, I'd say go ahead and make this deal because of age. You might see Tony Parker or Dirk Nowitzki, like we just said. Tony Parker might get rest. Dirk Nowitzki could get rest.
John Wall and Jefferson are both.
John Wall's
they can only go up from where they are.
John Wall's had some injury problems. Get John Wall. I'd say make this trade. I think Al Jefferson was the greatest trade in the offseason for any team. Al Jefferson's having a great season right now. John Wall, he's a great player. I think it's either going to be him or Blake Griffin, the Rookie of the Year. And I'd say make this trade. But if you're going to make this trade, maybe look for an Al Harrington or something. A guy like a power forward or an Antoine Jameson who can maybe take some of that Dirk Nowitzki problems away. Because they're a power forward guy who can shoot threes.
I do see. I obviously see what you're saying there because John Wall and Al Jefferson play on pretty much jokes of a team. The Wizards and the Timberwolves. Who the Timberwolves have?
Kevin Love, Michael Beasley, good team. Yeah. Johnny Flynn coming back.
And get your 31 rebounds, 31 points.
Yeah, you could.
But they won't win a lot of games.
They're surprising some people though.
Yeah. I like them at the beginning of the season.
They're not going to be playoffs,
but
no.
I like them.
No.
I like them. I like them a lot better than I like Indiana.
Is this another 49ers pick?
Yeah. Yeah, they're good.
I'll just go with the worst team.
I bet you Minnesota will not make the playoffs.
I'll
bet you $20.
$20, right?
Oh!
You said
oh my goodness!
I'm gonna say they make the playoffs.
This is going up on YouTube. You guys are our fans.
All right.
$20.
You just witnessed that, all right? He could be out of $20.
Yeah,
very easily.
Watch them make it as like the 3rd seed.
All right, so.
Watch them end up with Carmelo Anthony and something.
It's not like San Francisco is like the greatest team. They have 4 wins. So I mean, it's
yeah, but still.
Alright.
You never know. The Pacers are 6th seed. Anything can happen.
Alrighty
I
then.
think the Pacers will make the deal. Want to bet that?
No, because they're just.
Alright, we'll got the bets right here. Alright. Yeah, alright. Alright, well, that's about all we have for this edition of the Pitch with Fox, Beanoms, and Mitch. By the way, this is our 10th episode, guys, so, we've done it for 10 straight weeks. I feel pretty good with this.
Yeah.
Alright, so...
Go get Adrian Gonzalez, Theo.
Yes.
No.
If you guys have...
Go get Carl Crawford.
Any questions? Alright, any questions or comments, send it to thepitchqa@gmail.com. Become fans of us on Facebook.
Watch the other 2 parts, too.
Yes, subscribe to us on YouTube. Everything's in the description.
Check our Facebook for our fantasy picks this week.
And Twitter. We have a Twitter. The Pitch. It's updated daily. The Pitch.
Make fun of our producer, Scott, if you want.
FBM. Check it out, all right?
We hate you, Scott.
All right. That's all right. That's all we have for this
Goofing on
edition.
Scott.
That's all we have for this edition of the Pitch with Fox, Beanons, and Mitch. I'm done.
See ya.
Peace.